All right, lads. This is a video that I wasn't actually planning to make. It kind of the idea kind of just came into my head, and I thought it was a really interesting idea. I thought it was going to be a really interesting video, and it's something that I personally am very knowledgeable about because the idea, as you could see by the title, the video is about why gaming laptops are a flawed product, just through and through. And I've had three gaming laptops in my lifetime. The first being this Dell Inspiron 15 gaming laptop, I think it is. It's had this from like 2014 to 2021, so about 4 years. And it did its service, it was a good laptop. I had no complaints on how it worked. Um, Very old now. Fucking Christ, this thing is huge. Jesus Christ, I can't remember. I remember this thing is fucking huge. And from 2021, I had enough money, bought myself an Acer Nitro 5, which is the one I'm using now. The specs for my Acer Nitro 5, it has an Intel Core i7 processor, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1660 Ti, that's its graphics card, running Windows 10, 8 gigabytes of RAM. Fair enough. Sounds good laptop. My third laptop, which I was not intending to get, but it was given to me by my uni, is this Razer laptop. As you can see, it's a Razer laptop. This is a powerful fucking laptop. That's the keep in mind the specs I'm about to tell you because this is a really fucking powerful laptop. The specs for this laptop are it has a AMD Ryzen 9 5900 HX processor. Its graphics card is an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 730 laptop, and it's running Windows 10 as well. But this one has 16 gigabytes of RAM, so very good specs. But I'm not, you might want to so okay. Well, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, get to the point, alright? All you've done is just tell us the specs for your laptop. Now the actual, here's me getting to the meat of the problem. Not problem necessarily, I'd say, but just like kind of talking about the concept of gaming laptops. The idea, no, the product that is a gaming laptop and why I think it's flawed. First off, gaming laptops are marketed as portable and performance. They come hand in hand. So you can take your laptop anywhere and doesn't have to be plugged in. You have good battery life. You can go anywhere and play whatever games you want on your laptop. It's going to be great performance. It's going to be good, okay? But that is not the case for a big majority of the gaming laptops. The two first laptops, Dell Inspiron 15, Acer Nitro 5, it's not the case for these laptops. That's just a sad truth. You would like to think that is the case, but that's just not. Unfortunately, it's not. At the price range these things are at, that was like 900, almost £1,000. This one was 800 and almost £900. Okay, quite decent money, but unfortunately, with that price range, you're just not going to get performance and portability together. It's just not going to happen. This Razer laptop, I can play Spider-Man Remastered through Steam. I can play it on this laptop. It doesn't have to be plugged in, and it will run very smoothly, no problems at all.
I'm beating up Asian men. What are my life values?
But what you have to take into account is the fact that this laptop, I'm not entirely sure what model it is. Again, I didn't buy it. It was given to me by my uni for uni work. They gave it to every student. When I looked up similar laptops from Razer, they were like in the 2000 price range. So when you take that into account, might wonder why would I spend £2,000 on a laptop and just buy myself a PC instead, like a proper PC, build it yourself, pre-built. I'm not judging, no shame, no judge from me. But that's kind of the reality of the situation because if you want an affordable gaming laptop, it's got good specs, but keep in mind it's not going to run full power while also being portable. You take one or you take the other. You can't take both when it comes to a gaming laptop. It's either portability or performance. Unfortunately, with a regular price range, you're not going to get both. You can pick between one or the other. That's the reality of the situation, which I think is kind of like that is part of what makes it flawed because the whole point of a laptop is you take it anywhere, you can do work anywhere, you can do whatever you want with the laptop anywhere. Portability. But then when you add gaming into the mix, the thing is to play something at full power, great performance, you need energy. It needs to be plugged in. That kind of cancels out. It's contradicting to the portability of a laptop because you can't get both. You can't take it everywhere, but then also play Cyberpunk without it being plugged in. Do you know what I mean? Like that's part of what makes it flawed. It's that contradiction. Now, this is the second point, but we're going to start off with a scenario. All right, say you buy a gaming laptop, fair enough. You can't. It's for example, say you buy an Acer Nitro 5. All right, you got the specs of this laptop I'm using right now to record this video, and you buy it. All right, you realize, fair enough, the specs won't allow it to be at full power without being plugged in, so you keep it plugged in. Laptops, they last around 3-4 years. I had that one for 3-4 years, but by the fourth year, it was like on its deathbed. I'm getting a phone call. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, old laptop. Okay, by the fourth year, it was on its deathbed. It was slow, unresponsive, not working anymore. That's just it came to the end of its life. That's the thing. It came to the end of its life. I bought this new laptop. Great, I love it. I have no complaints about it. But it's the same thing. The specs aren't high enough. The price range was not high enough for it to be able to perform at full power without it actually being plugged in. That's just the simple fact of life. So, whenever I'm streaming, well, not necessarily. Whenever I'm streaming and playing games, I need it to be at full performance because I need to give my viewers an enjoyable experience watching me. So they need to see the game running like at good performance. So, continuing with the scenario, all right? You have your laptop, you want to play games, full performance, can't take it everywhere. You accept that fact of life, and then you just have a desk, you play it, always plugged in. The thing is, by the end of the laptop's life, the battery is going to be so destroyed because it's always plugged in, because you need it to be, that it won't even turn on without it actually being plugged in. It will just not turn on at all. That's the case with my Dell Inspiron 15. By the end of its life, I originally it was like, for example, full power, like plug it in, it's charged completely. All right, take it out, 50 seconds, and then it's dead. All right, and then the 50 seconds got cut out completely. Eventually, it was just like, oh, all right, can't even turn it on without it being plugged in. You know, that's just the way it works. So it kind of adds on to the fact that you can't have portability and performance. You can only pick one or the other. The two do not come hand in hand as most gaming laptops would be marketed as. Those two don't come hand in hand at all. You can't get both. You can only get one or the other. That's really the point I'm trying to make. But there is hope in the horizon, right? There is a silver lining, and that is the fact that there are new products coming out that do offer portability and performance. Not high level performance, but very good performance. For example, my Steam Deck. My Steam Deck has the power of almost a PS5, I think it is. I'm not sure when you compare it to like consoles, laptops, PC like specs, whatever. But it's powerful, right? I can run Spider-Man Remastered on this. I'm using Spider-Man Remastered as a reference for everything, but it's a good reference because you know like what's running good, what's running bad.
I'm sneaking up on Asian men. How do I find a wife?
It runs fine on this, not as high def as like on my console or my Razer laptop, but it runs well, right? And portable. But again, the battery life, like depending on what you're playing, I made a whole video about this. Depending on what you're playing, um, it will last longer or it will last not as long, and that's fine. That's a sacrifice you're willing to make, and also the fact that it's portable, you can charge it anywhere, whatever. But the point being is that like there is products coming out that kind of do offer what they are advertising, what they're marketing as portability and performance. That's what the Steam Deck offers. That's what the Steam Deck delivers. And get another phone call. Okay, let me try and wrap this up quickly before I get another fucking phone call. Steam Deck offers portability, performance, the two main P's, and it delivers on that. It markets as that, it delivers on that. And it is basically like, fucking, I'm out of breath. Yeah, as I was saying, okay, fucking hell, I've lost complete track. Um, it offers what it markets, you know, it delivers what it markets. And when you take this is basically a gaming PC on its own. It's just it runs SteamOS software, so it's more catered to this specific, you know, console. You could install Windows on it. That's not really worth it. I made a whole video about that. If you want to watch that, it's my Steam Deck review. I'll leave that in the description below. But the point is that there are products on the horizon that are delivering what they market. But with gaming laptops, it's just not really a reality right now. It's unfortunate, but that's just the thing. When you're in the 100, when you're in the one that like £0 up to £1,000 price range, you're not going to get what it markets. You know, you're not going to be delivered portability and performance both at the same time. You pick one or the other. That's the risk that you got to make. When you're going above £1,000, when you're in the like 1,000, 2,000 to 3,000 price range, at that point, you do get portability and performance, but it's just why would you not spend that on a gaming PC? Because with a gaming PC, you can buy the components yourself, you install yourself and modify it, whatever, and then when one part breaks, when one piece breaks, you get to just install another. You maintain the thing yourself so that you're not really spending as much money. And I think it's a bit like when you're up at that price range, like 2,000 to 3,000, 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000, your money is better spent buying a actual PC, building PC pre-built, no judge, no shame, than buying a gaming laptop. That's mainly why I think the whole idea is flawed. If somebody is in a situation where all they can afford is a gaming laptop from like the £0 to £1,000 price range, that is fair enough. But you got to understand what you are actually buying because it's not what it's being marketed as. That's the thing. You can play games on it, it just has to be plugged in. But then the battery is going to be destroyed by the end of its life because it always has to be plugged in, so you get high performance. That's just a simple reality of how it works. Look, here's the thing that you lot need to understand a little bit. Well, like, I want to kind of point this out. I'm not shitting on gaming laptops because I was in a position where I didn't actually have space for a gaming PC and a gaming laptop to play PC games was the only option. And then I moved because I used to share a room before. Now I have my own room. I have my own desk. It's great, but gaming like at a point, gaming laptops were the only option for me. I didn't have space for an actual PC, and I can't do what I do, like content wise. I can't stream, I can't edit, I can't play games. I can't play PC games. I can't do anything without my gaming laptop. I'm not shitting on them. I'm just trying to point out the flaw in them because there is a flaw, and that's really what I'm trying to do with this video. Is just point out that flaw. I thought it was. That's the end of the video. That's more. That's kind of summarizing everything we talked about. Everything we talked about. Everything I talked about. Okay, no, you lot didn't come up with this idea. I thought of this. All right. I ain't seen. That's taking a piss, but like legitimately, I've never seen anybody else talk about this. And I watched quite a few videos to do with like gaming laptops, gaming PCs, whatever. I've never seen anybody make this point out because I think it's a very accurate and relevant point. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody can prove me wrong. That's fair enough. Maybe I just didn't think about it hard enough. But as far as I see it now, the product, a gaming laptop as a product, is flawed. That's just a simple reality of the situation. Uh, anyways, yeah, that's it. I'm out.